Hello, loves. I'm here with your results of your weekly pick a card reading. If you don't know how this works, we have 3 sets of cards here. You just take a moment to see which set kind of speaks to you the most. It may be just one, but it could be 2 of them or all of the sets. You may need a lot more messages than just one set this week, and it's totally fine. So maybe pause this, take a deep breath, see which set you would like to pick, and then unpause it, and we will go along and reveal the results. So our first set is represented by Mr. Goodbar, second by the plain old boring Hershey bar, and the third one is by Crackle. All right, so we're going to get started with set number 1. See what we've got here this week. We have got, if I can grab them. All right. Focus kind of sucks, but yes, just say yes. Ooh, 3 of Cups. Nice. 10 of Pentacles. It's a nice spread this week. And King of Cups. Jeez. Wow. Okay. This is the spread to pick. I hope a lot of you picked this one. Right off the bat, for a few of you, there's a proposal, just say yes. But many of you right now are thinking long-term, very long-term, building up what you want for, that long-term future, building up things for your families, regarding your security, your stability, your finances, very tangible things, very physical things. And you're working very hard laying this foundation to get yourself to that point. In the midst of all that too, you're also working on yourself and bringing yourself a lot more emotional stability and deciding, making decisions where you can to be a little bit more emotionally stable or just a little happier, and I realize that we can't always just choose happiness. It's too easy to say that because there's so many different things that go on in our physical world that we don't have control over. But you're making these decisions now to say, you know what? Okay, I can control this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm making this choice to be happy about this certain thing or this certain person. But this is like a longer picture, that you're taking a look at right now. The things that you're doing today, the things that you're doing this week, this month, you're setting up for something much further down the road, and for a lot of success, a lot further down the road. You're not setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for some very good things that are going to bring you that stability, things that are going to bring you that like overwhelming success. And it's not just a benefit for yourself. It is going to be a benefit for those that you love, your family. For some of you, this is talking about the big picture in regards to relationships, marriages and starting families. Thinking about what you want to leave behind for your children or for those who depend on you. It could be your cats and your dogs as well. But there's a lot of collaborative effort in here too. This is not just you by yourself. I mean, you are working with other people, and you may have been going back and forth in your mind too. Like, do I agree to do this, or do I get involved in this? Do I bring other people on with me? And the answer is yes, you do. You want to be open to other people. Especially this week, but in the near future as well, because again, that's going to be bridging you to this much more successful point in the long term. For some of you, this is being open to new friends or new relationships, saying yes when that ring pops out. For others, this is business partnerships and deciding that it's safe and it's going to be a good thing for you to go into business with somebody or to bring somebody into the fold with your own business, or even to join somebody else's. But, a lot of collaboration happening in the near future that you want to be open to, this here, you are not on your own. You're not flying solo. You're doing what's best for you and for your highest good, but you are thinking about all of the others around you and who that's going to impact. And you are surrounding yourself with people who are going to help you reach that high potential. And you're going to do the same for them, as well. It's a nice little relationship. This is a very gorgeous spread, and I hope that most of you pick this one because it's, really happy. Good stuff going on there. I can't pick that one up. All right, set number 2, represented by the boring Hershey bar. All right, we have got answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? 4 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Okay. And the Hermit in reverse. Okay. Give me a second. I feel like, with this Hermit and this Hermit in reverse, you have been kind of overprotecting yourself lately, and that's especially seen here with this 4 of Pentacles. You've been holding on a little bit too tightly lately, and you've got good reason for that. When we are gun shy about things, when we're, going within, staying kind of quiet, oftentimes it's coming from a place of, experience, because, when I opened myself up, I got hurt. When I presented an idea, it was shot down. So you've been kind of inward lately, not really just putting yourself out there, not really connecting with others, or if you're connecting, it's more on the surface, and you're just kind of just holding on so much and trying to protect your heart, trying to protect, just yourself, and even protecting yourself in more practical manners, protecting yourself physically, protecting your money, and just kind of holding back. And it's time to look at the reasons why you've been doing that, and, take a good examination, of what has caused you to feel like you need to hold back, and what has caused you to feel like maybe you're unsafe, and where you want to go from there, because there's a time, you're at this time where it's time to come back out. It's time to join the fray again. It's time to put yourself out there and not be so worried about protecting yourself. That's not to say don't protect yourself. Always be smart with any of your dealings with people and anything in your life, but let's not be overprotective with your heart. Let's not be overprotective with, your talents and your treasure. It's time to let go just a little bit and rise back out. You've had this period of deep introspection. It is winter time, and a lot of people, whether spiritually or physically or a blend of both, we all tend to kind of like hibernate a little bit. And I feel like that's what you've been. And it's, we're getting towards that springtime now. If you live in my area, it's never really been winter this year. It's been very weird. But things are starting to bloom. And among like the flowers starting to bloom and like all the animals starting to make love, sweet animal love, and making babies, you are starting to bloom as well. And you want to like resist any resistance to that. It's time to expand yourself, expand your opportunities, and you're not going to be able to expand on that if you are holding yourself back. So again, as I said, let's take a big, deep look about, what it is that's caused you to feel this way. And you may not be able to get in touch with that information on your own. And if you have to, it's totally fine and safe for you to go to a counselor or a trusted friend, a Facebook group that you're very connected into, or, a religious leader, a teacher, something like that, somebody that you can trust that can help you kind of see things, a little more objectively without so much of the emotional attachment that you have, and, can help you work through the reasons that you have been holding back. But I see you, the words rejoining the world keep on popping into my head. And I see you doing that. Additionally, I feel like a lot of you are going to be expanding your knowledge, expanding your skill set, deciding exactly where it is that you want to be in the world at this time, and how you want to take that place, and what you need to do to get to that place, where you're mastering things, and that could be taking extra classes, that could be expanding your training. It can even be spiritually, deepening your spiritual knowledge, getting more into your religion. If you're Christian, reading the Bible some more, or, learning about tarot and learning about the metaphysical world, anything like that. But you're expanding yourself. You are opening yourself up. I keep in my mind, I just keep seeing, an expansion, this feeling of things like being very small, and then all of a sudden just blossoming and opening, sort of like a flower, like petal by petal. You don't need to explode out of here. You don't need to just shoot out from this little hermit mode. You're just slowly bringing yourself back out into the world, and you're being willing to look at yourself differently, look at your world differently, and deciding exactly where you want to be sitting in this world right now. But, release some of that overprotective feeling for yourself. It comes from a good place, but it's holding you back just a little bit more, just a little bit. And just release a little bit about that. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. You know what I'm trying to say. Let go of the need to be overprotective of yourself. It's time to get back out there. All right, so that is your reading for this week. Again, another lovely reading. Getting your little booty out there. All right, and now we have set number 3. All right. There we go. We have got share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. I think a lot of you guys are just bringing yourself out there this week. The Lovers. Lovely. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, speak up. Tell people you want help. And the Knight of Pentacles. Good. All right. So, give me a sec. Yeah, speak up. So, I feel like this 5 of Pentacles energy is what I'm feeling a lot. You feel, and you have been maybe feeling left out, feeling less than, feeling like you're not enough, feeling that you're not good enough. The 5 of Pentacles a lot of times is this poverty mindset or this lack mindset, and it does sometimes deal with money. You may be having money struggles or financial struggles, but I'm feeling a lot of yourself where you are viewing yourself as, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough. And knowing that you want to be more, that you want to get yourself out there more, that you want to do more and have more opportunity, but you're not sure exactly how to go about it. And I feel that there's this pent up energy in you, and that you're I want to do this, I want to do this. I need things to change right now. And when that energy gets really pent up in you, you feel this need to release it almost explosively. You want things to change right now. But you're being asked to just kind of be a little bit slow about it and take everything, in this very slow, steady, practical pace, which is frustrating because most of us, we want things done now. We want things to be changed now. Now, along with that, with these feelings, with this lack mindset or this feeling that you're not enough, there's also, I think that you're not seeing how supported you are. And it's very easy to feel isolated. It's very easy to feel alone. I mean, we do live in a society, it's gotten better, where we're able to express ourselves more, and, people are feeling braver about, mental health issues, or, just letting people know how they feel, right? But still, I feel like there's a bit of a taboo around that in this society, and a lot of us are afraid to speak up and say, listen, I need help. I'm not doing well financially. I'm not doing well with my house. I'm not doing well with my relationships, and things really aren't working out that well for me, and I need help. And I think a lot of us just kind of hold back on that. Part of it is embarrassment, and part of it is fear that we can't get the help, and another part of it is we don't want to burden other people with our problems. You feel like you're a burden, but the thing here is that you're not a burden. There is help for you. There are people that are out there for you that want to help you get back on track, and that want to help you heal. So it's about speaking up, and it's about sharing your story. And there's a lot of strength in sharing your story. There's a lot of bravery that comes with it. And sharing your story doesn't just help you. It's not just helping you bring it out and get help for yourself. Eventually your story becomes somebody else's inspiration. So if you're feeling compelled, to say, this is how I'm struggling, this is what's going on with me, and I need to talk about it, please do so. Share your voice, come out of everything, and this says persecution on there. And it's not saying that you're going to be persecuted. People might not share your opinion, and people might question your judgment about things, or they might question your story, and maybe they don't agree with it, or maybe your story is not what they need to hear right at this time. Not everyone is always going to agree with you, and not everyone's going to be ready for what you have to say. But you have to be okay with that, and I know it's easy to say, oh, you got to be okay with that. It's a tough thing to get through criticism. But getting through that criticism is going to bring you to something a lot greater. What's more important is that you are expressing yourself, that you're being honest with everybody around you, you're being honest with your loved ones, and that you are speaking up, because people need to hear what's going on in your life. People care about you, people want to help you, and they need to hear about this. And on the flip side, once you start getting stronger and things get better for you, people need to hear, because they need to be inspired by you. I do not have an easy life at all. And actually, Third Eye Lioness, as a business, I've been reading tarot for a very long time, but as a business, this came out of the fact that I struggle a lot. I'm in a very severe domestic violence situation, and I speak up on my Facebook. I speak up. I overshare because I'm safe to do so. And, by me speaking up, I've had so many people coming up to me going, oh my God, thank God that you said that, because here's what's happening to me, or this is, I didn't realize that I was in a similar situation until you spoke up. There's I'm feeling like a very strong energy to push you to speak up right now, to say, come on, use your words, write it out, speak it out, reach out somehow, but get your story heard. You're going to find yourself supported. You are loved way more than you know. You have more support than you think, and it's probably going to come from some surprising places for some of you. But there are people out there who are lined up directly with you, who share your values, who share your heart, who share a similar story, and they are there for you, and they are waiting for you, and they are there to help you. So please speak up, because it's going to help get you through this Five of Pentacles situation. And people look at the Five of Pentacles, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to go through financial disaster. No, sometimes it can mean that, but sometimes it can be a warning about that. But no, you're not alone. You have others that are there for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for you, and you don't have to go through these things alone. And I love seeing this next to the Lover's card, because it's reinforcing that for me. It's like, you don't have to be alone. Things are not going to be better overnight. They're just not. But you're at this point right now where it's time to express it, and to reach out, and to build your community around you, and to feel, many arms around you, because it's, and to be slow and practical about it, because it is going to bring you to a better place. So fear is good. It's normal. You're going to have fears about speaking up, but please just take this as your nudge to please express it out. Let it go. Let it out. Okay? And let yourself be loved, and let yourself be supported. Okay? That is fabulous. So all in all, nice lovely readings this week. I feel like a lot of us are coming out of a lot of shit. We're coming out of, it's very much like this springtime feeling. We're coming out of some darker energy. We're coming out of some quieter energy, and we're ready to, get that sunlight and bloom a bit. Please, if you have any questions about any of these, please feel free to just leave comments or anything like that. You can always ask me to clarify anything for you. And I hope that you enjoyed your readings. I hope this resonated with a lot of you. And thank you, as always, for allowing me to read for you. And love you guys very much, and have a fabulous week. And I am going to go ahead and eat these. Bye. Whoa.